Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel if you're returning, and if it's your first time, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you've been here before, this is obviously a PSA grade reveal based on the title, and if you've been here before, most of these cards, I would roughly say about 95% of the cards are cards that we've pulled on the channel, so you may have seen it before, and this is the sort of end result. We're going to be tracking the cost that it took to submit these, in addition to what I expect to gain out of these once I sell them. I've done that previously, and people seem to enjoy seeing what the actual numbers are, so I will go ahead and do that again. The other thing is, most of these slabs are sleeved up in sort of these sleeves, and the reason being, I shot this video as soon as the order came, and then I sleeved them up, went to go edit the video, and ended up corrupting the file when I tried to compress it to edit it, so I'm shooting this again. So I know what the grades are. You don't, but I do, and we'll go ahead and well, for me, see it again. For you, see it for the first time, and hopefully it's a enjoyable experience for you. And just a heads up, in future video, I don't know when it's going to be, but I'll go ahead and share some tips on what I know about submitting, so that you don't have to go through a third party to submit, and you really shouldn't. It's not that difficult, and every individual should be able to submit their own orders. This is my second time doing a bulk order, and all it took was some research. I had to go through something like 50 different videos to learn some things, and I'll go ahead and share that with you in a single video in the near future. Also, some of these slabs I'm going to give away. It's not going to be the highest ticket items, just being upfront about that. But some of these I will be giving away in the near future as well. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, great. You've already got sort of a head start. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a Topps Now card, Victor Wembanyama. This is the Rookie of the Year, and this is what it looks like. These are sort of made to order, and they have chases. They have numbered versions that you can get. Sometimes they even do autographs, and this one was not autographed. This is basically just a base, but I went ahead and got it graded anyway, and we got a 10. So that's a very good start there. I'll sort of put the 10 pile here. This is VW5, which is to commemorate his 40-20 game, and this one got a 10 as well. Another VW6, Rookie of the Year, 10. Just as a heads up, we did pretty well in this submission, and there's going to be a lot of 10s, which is very exciting. Another 10, Rookie of the Year. VW5 once again, 40-20. I submitted 3 of each for these, so we're almost done with those, and we'll get into the really interesting stuff. This one got a 10. Another 40-20. Our first 9. There you go. The lone 9 standing over there. This one is out of Mosaic, the case hit that we got out of the hobby box in a previous video. Micro Mosaic, Asar Thompson, PSA 10. Hopefully he comes back as healthy as ever. I believe he went out for a blood clot, which is scary, and hopefully he comes back stronger than ever, as healthy as ever too. Wemby Select Silver Concourse. I really love how the true silver looks in this, and it's a PSA 10. Next up, Purple Shock Wemby out of Donruss Optic. This was also pulled on the channel, and it's a 10 as well. Kobe Hardwood Prospects. This is the 96 UD3 set. I pulled this myself about 18 years ago. This was actually, the UD3 was actually the first box that I ever got, first and only box I ever got. I used to just buy loose packs when I was younger, was just with my the few dollars that I would have, and yeah, this was pulled 18 years ago, and it got a PSA 9. Unfortunately, I do have a PSA 10, but I bought the PSA 10 as a PSA 10, so I'll probably honestly sell the PSA 10 now and just keep the PSA 9 just for my personal collection, just because it has that sort of nostalgic value to it. Prism Mosaic, Jason Tatum, blue. I saw some people calling this a Duke color match because he in fact did go to Duke, but it's a bit of a stretch. I do think this looks nice though, and it did get a PSA 10, and this is a rookie. So good to have. Donruss Optic, Wemby, my house. I know people hate getting base cards graded, but fact of the matter is, Wemby base sells, so I grade these, I sell these, and put that money into other boxes so that we can keep this channel going. And it got a 10. Another My House, purple. This one's going to be a shocker. It shocked me. It actually got a 7. I don't know. I don't know what happened with this one. It's actually kind of crazy. I'm actually going to keep that around though, kind of as a cautionary tale to really scrutinize my submissions. I never thought I'd get a 7 because I do look at the cards pretty carefully, but yeah, got the 7. Anyway, Deep Space Green 2023 Prism, and it got a 10. Good to be back in the 10 category. White Hot Rookies, Purple. It's a great looking card, especially under the light there, and it got a 10. I realized I wasn't really showing the back here, so I'll go ahead and show a little bit of the back. This one's a Astro Revolution 2020. It's going to be his rookie year. It's got that cool starry action going on in the background there. That's the Astro for Revolution, and it got a 10. And it's a Anthony Edwards rookie. It's not a Prism, but don't mind that at all. GG Jackson Hyper Pink 2023 Donruss Optic. That's a 10. Another GG out of Donruss Optic. This one's going to be a holo, which of course is more desired among hobbyists than the Hyper Pink. Unfortunately, it did get a 10. This one's the same year, same set as the Anthony Edwards rookie that we saw. In fact, the same exact parallel too, because this in fact is another Astro. Looks great, and it did get a 10. The 10 pile is starting to get too high for the camera, which is great. Love it. So here's a out of 199 Brandon Miller out of the Mosaic Hobby Box. This was also pulled on the channel. Most of these, aside from the Kobe and the Revolution, in fact, are from the channel. So this one's blue out of 199, and this one got a 10. It's City Edition, but I'll take it anyway. And what I mean by that, for those who aren't aware, City Edition NBA debut, they go for slightly less than just the straight up rookie card. So the one that doesn't say anything right here, that goes for a bit more, but I'll take a City Edition. Supernatural. This one was out of one of two contenders boxes that we got, hobby boxes that we got for 2023. We got 2 boxes, and we got 2 of these actually because for whatever reason, I got 12 pairs of the same card between 2 boxes. It's an earlier video. You can find it on my channel if you're intrigued. But yeah, that was wild and annoying and just everything else in between. Anyway, I only submitted one of them just to give it a shot. I'll probably submit the other one, but this one got a 10, so that's very good to see. Steph Curry, another Supernatural. This one, however, is going to be a parallel, as you can see here. The if this was Revolution, I'd call it the Cubic, but this is not Cubic. I think it's just called Playoff. Yeah, that's the parallel name, but it looks like the Cubic action in Revolution. Anyway, this one's out of 99, 92 out of 99, and it got a PSA 10. Donruss Optic, Victor Wembanyama Splash Holo. I love the way this card looks, and the base version, just with the white border, just looks whatever, but the holo looks great. It looks great. It looks so much better in person, and it got a 10. Another White Hot Rookies, Wemby, Purple, 10. Scoot Henderson. This is going to be a Prism Green, and it got a 10. Keontae George, Donruss Optic, holo. The holo for the Rated Rookies look great too, and it got a 10. There you have it. Doesn't go for too much, but just took a chance on it. Prism, GG Jackson. This one is going to be the Pink Ice. It got a 10. Good to see. And you might be wondering, some of you might be wondering, why I'm getting some of these non-Wemby rookies graded. And the fact of the matter is, Wemby isn't the only guy that people collect, and you can turn some good amount of money if you get Gem Min 10s for the other rookies. And it's obviously a risk, and you'll see some of that risk in football, because in football a lot of people are just chasing Anthony Richardson, CJ, maybe not so much Will Levis anymore, and definitely not Bryce Young anymore, but the other rookies, like for example this one right here, Jahmyr Gibbs, other rookies are still worth it, because they'll still turn you a profit more than a raw version of their card would. Anyway, oh, and by the way, I should have covered this earlier. This is my basketball pile. This is the NFL pile, both the lowest level, so 300 max declare value, and then this one right here is a mix of 500 max declare value and $1,000 max declare value. So actually, it bears mentioning that I submitted these 2 orders at the same time as these in the same shipment, and they came at the same time as this one. So these 2 at the lowest levels should have taken about 2 to 3 months to come back. They came back in probably around a month. So something to consider. If you have multiple orders pending, maybe send it in with your sort of faster order, and maybe it comes in faster. I've seen on Reddit it going both ways, but yeah, just something to consider. And I'll go into more detail in my PSA sort of tutorial, not tutorial because it's not like I know everything, but PSA my style video, I guess, where I sort of drop what knowledge I do have on it. Anyway, continuing right on, we got another splash. This one's purple, Wemby, and this one got a 10. Continuing on, we've got Derek Lively, Prism, Pink Ice, Derek Lively, and it's a PSA 10. The market isn't as high for Derek Lively as it once was, especially during the playoffs, but still good to go. This one's a Donruss Optic, Hyper Pink, Amon Thompson, PSA 10. Brandon Miller, 2023 Select. If you've seen my other videos, especially my shorts, my YouTube shorts, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of Tectonic. This one's a concourse level, and it's going to be a PSA 10. Huge risk, because if this came back a 9 or anything, other than a 10, I probably would lose money. That same goes for pretty much any any rookie that's not Wemby, unfortunately. Masar Thompson, 2023 Donruss Optic, Hollow, and it's going to be a 10. So the sort of risk that I took paid off in a great way, aside from this PSA 7 over here, and maybe this Topps Now PSA 9. But that's the risk you take. So this is a 2023 Donruss Optic Magic Johnson Phases. This one is a case hit out of retail, I believe, just retail, and this one's a PSA 10. This one's probably, it doesn't go for much. I mean, it definitely doesn't go for much, but it's Magic Johnson, and it's the Lakers, so it's probably going to stay in my personal collection, if anything. We've got a 2023 Prism Victor Wembanyama Deep Space Silver. This one's risky as well, because even though it's Wemby, if it gets a PSA 9, you may break even, you may lose money, but I went for it, and I got the 10. Brandon Miller, Red, White, and Blue, out of 2023 Prism. These come out of the value packs. Most of the value packs that I've opened for Prism, I put into my shorts, so you probably didn't see it in my long-form videos if long-form videos are all that you watch, but this one was ripped on the channel, and it got a PSA 10. As you can see here, we got a special Bryce Sensabaugh coming up. 2023 Prism White Ice. These are from the hanger packs, which again, I mostly place in my YouTube Shorts section, and it got a PSA 10. This one was risky because he's definitely not Wemby, and he's definitely not at the tier below Wemby, so your Brandon Miller, your Amon Thompson, your so on and so forth, but went for it, and I should be able to turn a profit from it. 2023 Donruss Optic Brandon Miller Purple, rated rookie, PSA 10. It's the 10 pile is at this point in the atmosphere because you can't see it on the screen anymore, and that's a great thing. 2023 Prism GG Jackson Hollow or Silver. It's going to be a PSA 10. Let's move on to football now. Again, this max declared is 300 for these. Jahmyr Gibbs up first. We've got a green Velocity Jahmyr Gibbs. It's going to be a PSA 10. Let me go ahead and make 2 piles for the PSA 10s. There we go. Since we got a little bit more real estate. So these 2 are PSA 10s. These are 9s. This is a 7. Jalen Hyatt, Donruss Optic, rated rookie. It's Freedom. Some people call it Candy Cane. The only reason why I sent this one in was because my friend who's a Giants fan said he should do well this season, and I submitted the football ones just before the season started, and that's why I got it back kind of late. This was a mistake because I don't think he's even he's even seen the field much, but it did get a PSA 9. But I'll take that risk, Anthony Richardson, his prices have been sort of dropping a bit because in week 3 he had a not so great game. This one's a pink and it's a PSA 10. Definitely happy about that because it's still going to bring us back some money towards the New Boxes Fund. Okay, 2023 Donruss Optic Anthony Richardson Hollow, PSA 10. Another AR. This one's a blue Hyper, and it's going to be a 10. I like the nice color match going on here on this one. Bijan Robinson, rated rookie, Hollow, PSA 10. We are having a PSA 10 party. Sam Laporta, blue Hyper, rated rookie, another somewhat of a color match. Unfortunately, this one is a 9. That's what I get for calling it a PSA 10 party. Bryce Young, I honestly don't care what this gets because even at a PSA 10, it's probably not going to sell for much. I'll probably break even. This one's a blue Hyper Bryce Young, and it got a PSA 9. Jahmyr Gibbs, once again, pink, rated rookie, This one's a 10. We're back in the 10 column. It's always good to be. Rated rookie, Dalton Kincaid, hollow. If this was a 10, we'd be doing okay. Unfortunately, it is a 9. Josh Downs. This is sort of a similar situation to the Jalen Hyatt. I was hoping for big things from him, and you know, you got to take some risk, right? You got to bet on some rookies that, you know, might not have exploded in their first season, but hopefully. And the thinking behind this one was, if AR takes off, he's gonna throw it to, you know, maybe one of 3 receivers, and maybe Josh Downs will be one of them. Anyway, I have no regrets about this one. It did get a 10, and I'll just wait and see what happens, because with the promotion, it only cost $15.99 to submit these. So given that we had so many wins with the rookies that we did want, I'll take a risk on a few rookies that may not knock it out of the park. Will Levis, pink, rated rookie. This one's going to be a 10. Hopefully he picks it up. I've seen a lot of people joking online about how he's going to be benched in a couple of weeks, and it might be true. Puka, hopefully he comes back strong. He has missed the season so far with an injury, but hopefully he comes back strong. It's a green velocity. It's a 10. It's good to go. Tank Dell also hasn't seen the field, but, well, I don't know if he's not seen the field at all, but I definitely know that he's not playing in week 4. Hopefully he comes back. Blue Hyper, Tank Dell, PSA 10. Definitely happy with that one. Achan, Blue Hyper, rated rookie. Unfortunately, it is going to be a 9. It's a great looking card. Bijan Robinson. We have a lot of Bijans. Definitely was high on him, and still high on him, and he's been sort of crushing it. So yeah, definitely happy with all the Bijans that we pulled so far. This one's a green velocity, and it's going to be a PSA 10. Another Bijan coming up. It's going to be pink. It's going to be a 10. I think the green velocity parallel goes for slightly more because people are very hesitant about opening value packs. The green velocity parallel comes out of value packs, and a lot of people kind of pass on it, and that's why, for the most part, it's still available on a lot of websites, whereas the blasters and megas are long gone. AR again, hollow, rated rookie, another 10, good to go. Definitely very happy about that one. Jaden Reed, I hit a parlay on him a couple of weeks ago. The week where he had a random touchdown. And I think actually it wasn't a parlay; it was a live touchdown bonus that was running, and he hit it for me. So definitely a newborn fan. It's a PSA 10. Definitely happy about that. Tank Dell once again. Green velocity, rated rookie, PSA 10. We're cooking. Quentin Johnston. Green velocity. Hopefully he picks it up a little bit more, and it's going to be a PSA 10. You're seeing a lot of green velocities because it's like what I said earlier. These coming out of the value packs. A lot of the value packs that I've opened for Donruss Optic have been allocated for my shorts. So if you only see the long form videos, you probably missed a lot of these green velocities, but they were pulled on the channel. Hollow version of Quentin Johnson, PSA 10. Happy to see. Another Puka. This one's a hollow. Definitely a stronger parallel than the green velocity, and it's going to be a PSA 10. Good to go. JSN, hollow. It's going to be a PSA 10. All right, let's get to the big boys now. If you can hear my dog barking, he's going a little bit crazy, so my apologies about that. Go ahead and fix the light a little bit. There we go. All right, so these are the big boys, the $500 to $1,000 max declared value. I think it's mixed up a little bit. It used to be organized in the first one, but I mixed it up a little bit in the time since. But here is our first one. This one's going to be a Prism Wemby. It's not a hollow, it's a orange ice. Pulled this out of a hanger pack in one of the long form videos, and unfortunately it did get a 10. Definitely good to see, because I did think the centering from top to bottom was a little bit off, but it's apparently within the threshold, so definitely good to see. This one is from a Obsidian hobby box, was pulled on the channel, and this one is a PSA 10, and it is 75 out of 99. The only numbered Wemby that I've pulled to date ever. This one's a Wemby, rated rookie, hollow. It's going to be a PSA 9, unfortunately. It would be double the value, I believe, if it was a 10. But in fact, I don't know why. I don't know why it got a 9. Maybe the centering a little bit, but the centering shouldn't affect it too much. There is a little bit of leeway that they give for the centering, so there must be some sort of surface issue that I did not catch. Okay. CJ Stroud, out of the first batch of Donruss Optic football blasters that I ever opened on this channel, and it got a PSA 10. Now, do I wish this was a downtown CJ instead? Obviously, but a Rookie Kings, I do like how this looks. I might even like it a little bit more than the Downtown, and I might be saying that just because I have this one. It's definitely possible. Definitely happy with that 10 though. Pink Ice, Wemby, out of Prism, PSA 10. This one capped off the first series that I ever did on this channel. It was a Wemby hunt, and that was a painful process because it took us quite a few boxes to get to this Pink Ice Wemby. So I'm very glad that it got a 10. We've got a CJ Stroud, rated rookie, hollow. It's a great looking card, and it's a great looking score. We've got a PSA 10. CJ Stroud, once again, rated rookie, green velocity, out of the value pack, and it's going to be a 10. Last card. It's going to be another CJ, another green velocity, rated rookie, and it's going to be a 10. So there you have it. We've got 1 PSA 7, 3, 6, 7 PSA 9s, and the rest being PSA 10. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap of the numbers for this batch of PSA orders. In total, we submitted 70 cards, and those 70 cards were split between 4 service levels. I submitted 4 cards at the August Economy Special at $49.99 a card. The max declared value for this was $1,000, and I submitted 4 cards at the Value Plus Special at $39.99 a card. The max declared value for this was $500, and for the lower tiers I did 38 on the NBA August Special and 24 on the NFL July Special, both of which charged $15.99 a card, and the max declared value was $300. All orders had costs associated with shipping the cards back, and it's just something that PSA charges you no matter what, and I've placed those numbers up on the screen as well. So while the total cost to PSA was $1,520.64, it also cost me a good amount to ship the cards to PSA in the first place, especially with insurance, which I strongly recommend everyone to purchase if able, because packages go missing, that's just a fact of life, and you don't want to be left holding the bag if anything goes south. So after taking into account all costs, my total cost for all orders came out to $1,713.59. So taking the total estimated value of these slabs, which I've placed at $8,093, once we take out our costs, we'll call it $1,714 for simplicity's sake, I expect to get back somewhere around $6,379 for this batch of graded cards. Now that's probably going to go down because CJs are going down and Wembys are going down, but at this time I'm estimating it to be $6,379. It's not too shabby. So if you've made it this far, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. We've definitely got plenty more content coming up, whether it's opening boxes or PSA. So as mentioned earlier, I plan on making a simple video on tips for submitting to PSA, and I also plan on giving a few of these slabs away to you all. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out. And yeah, that's about it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next.